Hey, Thomas here. Would you like to increase your agility and speed? Maybe trim some excess fat while you do it? Well, today's video, you're going to get our top 3 agility and speed drills you can do all in home, whether you're a beginner or advanced athlete. And you may be surprised at what recent research and studies have shown to be the most effective methods for increasing your agility. Alright, so I jumped on my laptop here because before we go into the drills, it's important to first know what agility is and really what are the most effective ways or methods for you to increase your agility. Now here's something most people don't know. Almost all of the popular quote agility drills and exercises that you see are technically not training agility. They are actually training something different, and you'll see why that's important in just a second. Here's what I mean. According to research by the International Journal of Sports Science and Coaching, the famous drills you see using ladders, cones, and things like this are actually change of direction drills, or C.O.D drills. True agility drills must also combine reactive decision making with change of direction. For example, with change of direction drills, you're going to be performing change of direction within a predictable setting, like performing a change of direction around cones. For true agility drills, you'll be performing change of direction with an unpredictable setting, like performing change of direction while someone is trying to tackle you or tag you. Now you may be thinking, hey, that's pretty much the same thing. And I thought the same thing too. However, this is why it's important to know the difference. The International Journal of Sports Science and Coaching also tested athletes on change of direction versus agility. So you would expect that the results would be fairly the same. The high performers in change of direction would also be high performers in agility. However, the results were shocking. A high change of direction performance did not show a direct crossover to high agility performance. So what this means is if your buddy is better than you at change of direction, he's blazing through the ladders, doing the cones, all crazy fast, this does not necessarily mean he will be better in agility or performance on the field, where it counts. So this reactive decision making with agility is a huge factor and a necessity to train for all athletes wanting to improve agility. So based on all this research, you now know that training change of direction will definitely improve your athleticism, but for true agility and to improve performance, we have to be adding in the reactive decision making. So these in-home drills you're about to learn will include both. The first 2 drills we'll focus on improving our change of direction ability, while the last drill we will improve both agility and change of direction. So where do we base these drills from? Well, in an article from Strength and Conditioning Research, which reviews multiple studies, it was shown that athletes that performed the best in change of direction drills were proven to have faster braking, better balance, quicker acceleration, and they also on average had more knee flexion and hip flexion, meaning they would get lower to the ground. So that's exactly what we're going to build in these exercises. All right, so these are going to be 3 exercises you can do in-home. We're going to give you some beginner to advanced variations. Now, if you're an athlete and you really want to improve on your agility, these are going to be great for, if you're at home or things like this, but I highly recommend going more in depth and focusing your training on all the different aspects of agility. Okay, so the first exercise is a great one because in the studies we saw what was needed: braking ability, your ability to stop as quick as possible and also accelerate as quick as possible. So what they found is that eccentric strength, developing the eccentric portion, which is the lowering portion of a squat, focusing on this helped tremendously for your braking ability, okay? And then what we're also going to do with this exercise is, again, focus on explosive strength, explosive concentric power here. So the exercise we're going to do is a squat, focus on the eccentric portion, pause, and then explosive jump up, okay? So for beginners, you can use a chair, and remember this protocol here. We're going 5 seconds down, focused on the eccentric, 2 seconds, pause for the isometric, and then quick jump up. For a beginner, this is what it's going to look like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holding here, having the chair for assistance, holding for 1, 2 seconds, and then up. No lifting off the ground, just squeezing the glutes as much as possible. A few technique points. Make sure your knees are in line with the toes. They stay in this track, and your hips start the motion going back and down. Okay, for intermediate, you're going to lose the assistance with the chair, and you're going to do it just standing, and you're going to have an explosive jump into the sky. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, holding here, 1, 2, up, exploding up, jumping up off the ground, working that concentric power. For advanced guys, we're going to add weight. This is really going to make a huge difference here. You can use a hex bar. I like this a lot. You can have dumbbells. Some people use squat rack or squat bar. Now, use a very light amount of weight because we're working our muscles pretty good here, okay? So to show you real quick, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, 1, 2, and then up. Exploding off the ground if you can, and then catching the weight, and then repeating, okay? The second drill is going to involve just a cone or a shoe here if you have something at home, and we're going to be focused on our stability here and our one-legged stability here. What they found in the research is guys who are better at change of direction had better stability with their legs, and one-legged exercises helped to do this. This is also going to help just a little bit of our change of direction because we're hopping around. So for beginners, we're not even going to use the shoe here. We're going to balance on one leg to develop that stability. And what you're going to do is just try to go up on the toes, okay? Mimicking a jump here. Just a small little hop with the heel here, and you're going to switch and go on the opposite side as well. For the intermediate, we're going to stand in place and we're going to jump. We're going to use this opposite knee to help get the motion here, and then we're going to jump up and down here. So just like this, okay? I'm driving the knee up and bouncing and jumping on the balls of the feet with the opposite foot with a slight bend in the knee and working that stability. Now, if you're advanced, we're going to use the shoe here, and we're going to draw a square shape going in all directions here, working on the stability. And I'll just go with the left, going to the front, to the side, back, and to the side, and then back again. And this is what we're going to do. As you improve, you're going to try to go quicker, okay? And close and accurate to the cone or the shoe here. So those are your 3 progressions. All right, this third drill is going to train your agility. However, you need a partner for this because they're going to be pointing in random directions, either up, down, to the side, or to the opposite side, and you have to react to their point here, okay? For beginners, what we're going to have you do is, for your reactions, on the up, you're going to squat up and squeeze the glutes, bring the arms up, not leaving the ground. For the intermediate, you're going to leave the ground. For the advanced, you're going to jump as high as you can, okay? On the way down, for the beginners, you're just going to squat down as low as you can. For the intermediate, you're going to go into the burpee position here, or this plank push-up position. For the advanced, you're going to go down, push up, and back up. Now, for the sides, beginners, you're just going to sidestep to the side and dip down. Intermediate, you're going to reach down even further. And if you notice I have these balls here, this helps for if you're an athlete, reaching down and touching. For the advanced guys, you're going to go as fast as you can, touching and back to the center, touching and back to the center, okay? And the whole time, I want you to be moving your feet. So what I'm going to do is show you a brief example. Jonathan's going to be behind the camera pointing. We're going to put up some arrows so you can kind of see what it looks like, okay? Starting here. All right, you get the idea there. It's a fun drill. It's also challenging. It's going to get your agility. All right, that completes the top 3 drills for speed and agility that you can do in home. Now, keep in mind that, if you live in an apartment or something like that, some jumps might be a little annoying for your neighbors and stuff like that. So adapt to it and, use some of those beginner modifications if you can't use the jump and things like that. All right, so make sure to utilize those speed and agility drills there. And that's really just the tip of the iceberg. If you want to, train more eccentric exercises, we have a full body routine that's going to work your upper body, your lower body, and your core using this eccentric method here. You can pick that up absolutely for free down in the description below. This is our body weight eccentric strength workout. And then we also go into more details about our full RPF program. So as always, train safe. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you like this video, give it a like. Put a comment down below with any questions or any feedback you have, or if you want any other videos in the future, leave it down in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next video.